Always think safety when working with a spinning lathe. You notice I didn't wear a necktie. We got a lot of letters about this. You want nothing hanging out and no loose clothing. Possibility.
Home Improvement became #1 in the second year, first year. I think half of the first year we followed, we were ahead of Roseanne, right behind her. We opened for her. And then the show was huge.
Home Improvement. And I'm talking about the show, not the video game, which I know for sure everybody was thinking of because everybody knows the Home Improvement video game. They definitely didn't hear about the video game when they were making this video. So what happened to it? Why did such a phenomenal and iconic TV show, which ultimately skyrocketed Tim Allen's career, inevitably stop production? Before we continue, please make sure to like and subscribe and comment. Subscribing will help get the channel to grow bigger and better so we can do bigger and better things for people. And liking and commenting will help push the channel into the algorithm. Please, I need you guys' help. I know this is kind of cringe, but I appreciate you guys doing it regardless. You guys are the legends of the game. Thanks. Let's get back to the video. So what happened to Tim the Toolman? Did he die? Did a former cast member suffer a traumatic brain injury? Did the studio burn down? No, they just moved on because they thought the show had ran its course and they wanted to do other things and work on other projects. That's it. I mean, let's go look into it because I don't know. Let's figure this out. I gotta keep the video in suspense and I won't tell you until 2 seconds until the video's over. And by then I won't even actually tell you what it is. I'll just leave you on a cliffhanger that didn't actually answer any questions. You'll be upset with me in the comments. Tim Allen played the main character who was known as Tim the Toolman, and he had Homer Simpson vibes to where he was goofy, but yet he loved his family at the same time. This was the classic protagonist setup for sitcoms around that time, and it was a hit. Most people know Tim Allen today as Santa Claus or Buzz Lightyear, but to a lot of millennials and Gen-xers, Tim Allen was Home Improvement Tim the Toolman. I'm not sure how much money Tim Allen was making in the beginning of the show, but after the 5th year of the show, he was making about $200,000 per episode. And by the time he was at 7 years in the show, he was already making $1.2 million. So that shows the exponential growth on the TV show to where now the show is getting so many views and making so much money off of it that we can start paying the actors more for the contribution, for making the show what it is. And just for context, $1.2 million an episode is half of what he made in total for Galaxy Quest, and 3 times as much he made for the first Toy Story. So that's crazy that Home Improvement was so popular that he was making so much money off of 1 episode. And when you add up that season's 28 episodes, it's estimated Tim Allen made about $35 million in 1 year. Just off of Home Improvement. During its run, Home Improvement was in the top 10 most viewed shows on TV. And during its finale, there was an estimated 35 million viewers watching that broadcast. And they even tried bribing Allen and his co-host Richardson with a combined total of $75 million just for 1 more season. Even though they threw $25 million at Richardson, and when they asked her why, she said she just didn't feel like it. She said she already made enough money from Home Improvement that she could live the rest of her life without a worry in the world. Must be nice. Damn. 1 season, that's what? 1 more year of work for $25 million? I don't know. Maybe I'm a different generation, but I'd go 1 more year, even 2 more years for $25 million. They even offered Tim Allen $50 million to stay, but he turned it down because he wanted to go play Buzz Lightyear. In Tim Allen's defense, he thought that the Home Improvement character had run its course and he wanted to end it on a high note rather than dragging it on just because he sees a big pile of money in front of him. That's kind of respectful and admirable. I don't know if I would have been able to do that. I probably would have just seen the money and done it anyways. Tim Allen's a better man than I, that's for sure. Maybe by that time he already had hundreds of millions of dollars. So an extra $50 million didn't really mean anything to him because he was already set up with so many investments. Either way, good for him for standing his ground and being able to walk away from so much money. Some credit Tim Allen for even keeping ABC afloat when shows like Friends were around on NBC, just decimating the competition. And Home Improvement actually kept ABC above water because of how popular his series was.
Well, don't leave it in one spot. You'll wreck it. How do you know?
Enough for a bushel of shingles.
No! Possibility. Let me finish.
Release!
What?
Okay. Ready?
Start our cut, set your depth gauge, and get going. Turn to position, Al.
All right.
Right here in the studio.
Well, I'm just saying that if they happen to be in an area that is susceptible to...